Let's review how to create an assignment from an existing post or assignment that's been posted in another class team. So again, to access assignments as a teacher, go to your class team, and inside the general channel, you will see the assignments tab. When you click on the assignments tab, again, you will view a list of your drafts, assignments that you've created that you are currently working on, assignments that have been assigned for students, and they will be organized by due date, and any assignments that have been graded. Let's click the purple Create button, and this time we're going to choose From Existing to create an assignment from a previously created assignment in another team. Notice that we get to select the class to reuse the post from. So I'm going to click on my Social 8 team and click Next. And here I can search for assignments, or in this case, because this was another demo team, my list isn't too long, I can go ahead, select the assignment, and click Next. Notice that the assignment doesn't post right away. Instead, it opens in the new assignment window, which allows you to edit the details of this particular assignment. Also note that the assignment will be brought over with any and all information that was originally added when the assignment was created. So notice that the title remains the same. I can update it. I can always add a category. I can update the instructions. I can attach any new resources. Right now, one attachment is currently added, and that is the instruction document. Notice that it also carried over with the permissions of students can't edit. If for some reason I wanted to change this to allow students to get their own copy that they could edit, I could simply click on the three dots for more options and select Students Edit Their Own Copy. But since these are the instructions for the project, I'm going to leave it set to Students Can't Edit. Now, depending on what type of project it is, I could always click on Add Resources. Again, if I had a graphic organizer created, much like in the last video, I could attach that graphic organizer from my OneDrive, my class notebook, or even upload from this device. If I wanted the students to complete this assignment in a Word document or a PowerPoint or even Excel, I could always click on New File and then choose a file type. Students would get a blank file, maybe a blank Word or a blank PowerPoint, depending on which you selected, that they'd be able to edit. Notice that you can also include links, and you can always select a file type and an activity from Microsoft MakeCode. Say you were working with microbits, you could create a blank new project that the students would then code in. In this case, because my students are going to be completing a SWAY in a separate Microsoft Office 365 app, I'm not going to add any additional resources. The students will complete their project in SWAY, and then they will send that SWAY or attach the link to that SWAY when they submit the assignment in Microsoft Teams. Notice the other information that's carried over, the points, the rubric that I originally attached. I can always click on that rubric, and I can click Edit to update this rubric or make changes to the point value or the grading criteria. I can always update those points or the raw score that this project is out of. I can also select who I want to receive this particular assignment. So again, if I had multiple Social 7 classes, I could simply click here to select my other classes. Notice, though, that if you do select multiple classes, you have to assign it to all students. If I just select to the one class, I now have the ability to actually assign to specific students or groups of students. This is an excellent opportunity to differentiate your assignments for students receiving accommodations or ELL, or students working on different programming in your classes. Again, I can adjust the due date either by simply changing the due date here, or below, I can click Edit. I've already set the due date, but I can also add a close date if I'm going to allow for late turn-ins. Again, I can choose to schedule to assign this in the future. Maybe I don't want it to post live for the students until Monday morning at 9 a.m. Again, I can change that time if I need to. And once I have edited the assignment timeline, I simply click Done. Once I've edited all the details for this particular assignment that I'm going to use with this class, if I'm scheduling the assignment to post at a later date, I would click the Schedule button. Again, this Schedule button would actually say Assign if I was going to assign it to go live to students today. Let's go ahead and click Schedule. And now in my Assignments tab, underneath Assigned Assignments, I can see that Understanding Worldview Sway project is scheduled to be assigned, and I can see the previous assignment that I created. Once the Understanding Worldviews project that is scheduled to assign goes live to students, they'll receive a red notification in the general channel, as well as in their activity and on their team.